my gosh, it's working. Hey guys, Ashley here.
Hey, what's up guys? This is Maya.
Okay, we are here we've never done Facebook Live before, so we're excited. And I wasn't sure if it was gonna work. I thought it would be like Instagram where you'll have to wait a couple seconds, so you guys got to see the steering wheel of our truck. Okay, we are heading over to Sam Smith's home studio, which this is a series I've been wanting to do for like over a year. And go to different makers in Las Vegas's studios and just kind of show the behind the scenes of where these people are making and where all the beautiful creations come from. I know I'm always super curious about people's studios, and so yeah, I'm excited to kick it off with Sam Smith. Okay, so we're walking up. I don't want to invade her privacy too much and show you the front of her house. Thank you guys for tuning in. Is this like Instagram where you can like comment and stuff? I'm not sure.
I think it might be, yeah.
It might be. Okay, we'll see. Okay. Hello, we're here. How are you? Good morning. Hi, Harper. That's my little buddy, Sam's daughter, Harper. How are you?
I'm great.
We're figuring out live here on Facebook. Yeah, I know. Oh, this is so cute. Okay, guys, look at this. So sweet.
We do
Cool.
like Tuesday Mama Maker Brunch. So Emily,
Oh, how fun.
She comes over with her daughter. She'll be here in a little bit.
Oh,
And,
cool.
play, and I want to expand it and get more people out. So
Yes, very cool.
Awesome.
I love it. Okay, I'm gonna turn it around on myself. Hello.
they're super
What a cute house. You guys, your house is adorable if you're seeing any of this.
We rearranged the
Yeah.
kids are really excited.
Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Okay, I'm gonna move in. Look how cute. And you probably made that, right?
Yeah, that's one of Atwood's spotted blankets.
Oh my
Baby, but
gosh,
I
how
needed something-
cute.
I need to switch it out for spring. It was winter. It was blue.
Yeah, that is adorable. This is so sweet. I love it. We're like getting the house tour too.
Right, well, this is my husband's office. and
Who's
I'm-
this?
This is Anya. She's so sweet.
You're
We
so
have 3
cute.
cats, so
Oh, we have one, and I feel like,
I feel like they just kind of multiply.
yeah,
You know, like once you have one, you're like, what's
Over
one
time.
more?
cute. Oh my gosh. So your husband's
He works at home. He works at
Gosh, how
home
cool is
3 days a
this?
week.
Oh,
Little
okay.
studio.
This
Yeah,
is
Mondays and
beautiful.
Tuesdays, he's in the office.
Okay, this is the dress I've been looking at, guys. How sweet is that? Okay, so tell us, what is your day-to-day like when you're in the studio?
Okay,
Okay.
so my day-to-day, I probably really only spend a couple hours up here every day. Normally, it's just during Atwood's nap time. So if he is sleeping, I come up here. Harper either plays on the computer out there or hangs out. I bought that poof from your store.
Oh yeah.
She pulls it out. And
Oh my gosh, so fun.
they actually like it better under there because it's like a fort.
Yeah,
So they
yeah.
hang out. Yeah, I'm only up here a couple hours. Sometimes I come up in the evenings after they go to bed, you know, just like whenever I can, really. Normally, like this is really pretty and it's great and I love it up here. Normally my machines are down on the kitchen table.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can be doing other
Yeah,
things
so
too.
I can do stuff and I can kind of like dinner's cooking and the kids are playing, so like I've got 5 minutes. I can
Yeah.
sew through, you know, working in little batches. I can kind
Yeah.
of get stuff done that way.
And you said machines, so do you have more than
I have
one?
like 5.
Oh.
I really only use 2. So like,
Okay.
if you're a new sewer, don't be intimidated by that.
Okay, yeah.
I've
What do we
collected them over the year. I sew everything on this, and I absolutely love it.
Oh
It's
my
not an
gosh.
industrial machine. It's from the 1950s.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Thank you. I
My mom
bought
has
it.
one of these and she's like been trying to find it at home and I'm scared to try it, but maybe you can show me how to use it.
Yeah, and there's actually, I have the original manual,
beautiful.
so like all of the maintenance and everything I do, I take it apart, I clean it, oil it,
Mm-hmm.
oil the machine, oil the engine, you know, all that stuff.
Cool.
Then my serger, which is what gives you that really clean, like finished edge, you know, that you see
Look
on the
at
inside of
that.
like a t-shirt. It's got 4 threads, 2 needles. It's nothing super fancy, but it works for me.
That is so cute. And homemade pincushion?
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah, I think I made it a couple years ago as a decoration for Harper's room, and I stole it. And I'm like, oh,
You're like, actually, this is, yeah.
Yeah.
So cool. Look at all these beautiful colors. You've definitely got your, like, palette.
Yeah,
And you-
I
it's
really,
like-
I almost posted a picture of that yesterday.
You
'cause
should.
I was
That's a
like, oh, it's
gorgeous,
so pretty.
like-
I need more because I'm like overflowing now.
Yeah, no,
I
it's
really
beautiful.
like. I think it gives it a more professional look. You know, if your threads really, really match even on the inside. It takes
Yes.
that
Let's
homemade,
see.
like,
Can we
aesthetic.
can we
Yeah,
look at one?
absolutely. I can show you. Here, this one's easier.
I'm gonna turn it around so it doesn't feel so much like I'm just like
I'm trying to, like,
weirdly filming her and talking to the camera. I know that feels weird. Okay.
Oh, it's okay. So this one's not a perfect match, but you can see like all that. So
Oh,
I sew
yeah.
every seam twice. It's all serged so that it won't fray over time.
That's awesome.
Even all of these interior seams that you don't even see, I serge the edge first and then I sew it again. So that way it's like super sturdy. All the edges are completely finished. Like I use bias tape, which is all cut. You know, you can buy it
so
pre-made from the store,
nice.
but
I don't know if I'm.
no,
hope-
go ahead.
Hopefully, I'm.
like
I'm
in
like
the frame.
watching, yeah, and then I'm like, wait, maybe I should be more careful.
This is actually a custom order for a local woman, so she's not sure on size. So I'm like, I'll just make you both, and I'll
Yeah.
try them on. So I love
Cool.
having people out. I think it's really fun to like. I love markets and connecting with people and meeting more people and stuff like that. So.
And what about, so I know one of the questions I wanted to cover was what is your like material sourcing like? I know you always
Yeah.
work with linen, right?
Yes, yeah, I use 100% natural
Here,
fibers.
should we
so,
sit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or can we?
There's a little stool there too. Here,
Maya's gonna sit with us.
Yeah, you can move around.
Oh yeah,
you're
yeah.
fine.
Here, I'm wondering if we can set this, and then
That's
it can
what I
just
use
be like us
when I take
talking.
my photos. Yeah. All right. All right. So yeah, I use 100% natural fibers. I like linen the best because it's actually better than cotton, so it's
Okay.
more sustainable than cotton. Every part of the flax plant is used in some.
Oh, it's
some,
flax?
Yes, the flax plant.
Oh, I didn't
So
know
some
that.
form of the plant is used in like one way or another, like everything down to I believe it's called linseed oil, which
Oh,
is used
yeah.
for like finishing wood. That is like a derivative of the plant, so they like get that from like the remains. It's really cool. Yeah. So not a lot goes to waste.
I'm sure you get the question too sometimes, like, oh well, linen, oh it's so expensive, but that's
I mean,
why.
it is. Yeah, it is pricey. A
it's
lot of
high
people
quality.
ask me, yes, if I do like wholesale pricing and stuff on my to purchase my fabric, and I do, and it's still
Still
a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do buy it in bulk when I can. It cuts down on the shipping costs for me, and also the amount of waste and emissions going into like shipping, because everything. Sadly, there isn't really a linen distributor in Vegas.
Yeah.
So I get everything from California.
Oh, okay.
So it's close. I go through fabricsstore.com, and there's a hyphen between there.
Oh, cool.
It started as like a family-owned business, and they, their mission statement, they work directly with their mills and everything like that. So it's really cool.
And this is something too that I think should be noted is like small business owners love supporting other small businesses.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's definitely a big business at this
Yeah.
point, I feel like.
but it
But
started,
it started
as
out
something-
as like a
yeah.
family run, and I think like the daughter's kind of taken it over from the father. Like it's
Yeah.
really cool.
Which is great
Um,
for them because like they've left a legacy.
Yeah,
you
for
know?
sure. And their quality is amazing. Like
That's
I
so
recommend it
cool.
to everybody who comes and asks me, and I'm willing to share that resource. I'm like, I didn't, I
sure.
discovered it, but it's not like a hidden gem or
Yeah,
whatever. It's a big
absolutely.
company, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like to, like I said, use natural fibers. I've played around with things like bamboo and things like that, and that's actually really a greenwashed. It's been greenwashed. It is not an eco-friendly fiber.
Okay,
like, at
so
all,
explain it for someone who doesn't know what greenwashing is.
So it's basically like people are made to believe that it's eco-friendly
by
because
using a buzz term.
yes, yeah, and bamboo itself, like bamboo utensils, bamboo flooring, those things, those are eco-friendly because the plant itself is very sustainable. It grows very quickly. Those don't take a lot of processing to make, so it's like the wood carved into a thing, Whereas the fiber, it's a very cellulose fiber, so they have to break it down, and the chemicals that they use to do that, it's like, I've read about it, the process, and
harmful.
it's so harmful, yeah. So it's beautiful, and the fabric is so nice, but it's also like, well, like,
Yeah.
linen is nice too.
What
so.
about hemp, I wonder?
Yeah, I think that's
hemp
supposed
in
to.
them?
Yeah, I don't work with hemp, but I'm not opposed to working with hemp.
Yeah.
Like, I know that's a sustainable option for
It
sure.
is. Okay. Cool. And I hear music. Where's it
Yeah.
coming from?
We have a little tiny speaker
Oh
over
my
there.
God.
We've
So
got
the mood
my
has been
dad
set.
actually. I know. My dad is a small business owner. He has been since before I was born. So I got the
Okay,
bug
that's so
from
cool.
him for sure.
Yeah.
He owned a home studio company, so
Okay.
for my whole childhood, and then recently, within I want to say, sorry, Dad, 5 years? I don't know. He started a record company. So
What?
yeah, in Michigan. Yeah, well,
That's
like
awesome.
a record store
Yeah.
company. Sorry, like
Yeah.
he sells records, and it's like his dream. You know, like
Yeah.
he owns this little record store, and it's so cool. It's
That's
very
awesome.
successful. But anyway, so I got he hooked us up with like we've got Sonos like throughout the house.
Yeah,
That's
that's
really
cool.
cool.
The kids like it. They can request their music. You know.
That's so cool. What about what's your playlist normally in here? Do you
Mm.
always have the same kind of thing to get you in the
I
zone?
do kind of, yeah, and it's really like it's funny because like since becoming a mom, I don't listen to like my music anymore. Like when if I'm in the car, it's like Beauty and the Beast, Moana, like Bubble
Yeah.
Guppies.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like I don't listen to any, and I'm like, what band is this? Like I don't know.
Who are you?
So yeah, like what's new music? Like I don't know. So I really listen to a lot of the Spotify playlists, the like curated playlists that people make. I love it.
Yeah.
So I do. My favorite one is the Your Favorite Coffee House.
Oh,
That's a good
I
one.
do like Coffee House playlists.
Yes,
very
it's a good
chill,
one, and
relaxing.
it's very chill, very like folksy kind of. It's good, and I'm like I noticed that a lot of those. That's how I've been finding new bands. Like that's how I've been kind of finding new music
Yeah.
is from those playlists. Like I'll go and I'll be like, oh, I really like this song. So then I'll like
that is
look
a good
who's
way
the
to find
artist,
it.
and then look
Right.
at the album. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so lots of folksy music, lots of slow like indie type
Yeah.
kind of stuff. I've tried like more upbeat, and I'm just like I can't
Yeah.
get into it.
I feel like the vibe in here
mean,
though is so
Very
like
folky, very relaxed.
Yeah.
Chill. Yeah.
yeah,
Thanks.
chill. Chill.
You chill.
That's
chill
I
vibe.
just feel like light.
Yeah. Your entire house
awesome.
is very light.
Thank
so.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's beautiful. Okay, so one of my questions, let's see, I did bring a few questions. How
Okay.
did you get started? I know we covered this a little bit on the feature for International Women's
Oh,
Day
yeah,
in
yeah.
that blog post. But
Yeah. Well, how I got started sewing, I started sewing when I was young. You know, 8. I always say 8. I don't really know if I was 8, but like in my
think-
memory,
I
it
think
was
it was
8.
8.
You know, I think it was around 8. I started sewing. My dad taught me on. I call it their old singer, but like my singer's way older than their singer
Really?
was. Like, but anyway, their old singer, and we sewed like Beanie Baby sleeping bags and like Beanie Baby
cute.
clothes,
Yeah.
and you know I had all the Beanie Babies,
Yeah.
and so we'd make stuff for them. And that's kind of how I learned.
So
And
cute.
and my mom was always like, yeah, hands off of that, you know? Like my dad and my dad's mom, actually, she was a sewer as well, a
Oh, okay.
sewist. And I remember going to Joann's and sitting in the little chairs and flipping through the pattern books, you know, and being
Yeah.
like, I like that. And then we'd pick out fabric and she'd make it for me. So like that was always really
Oh.
cool. My daughter actually has some of the dresses that she made for
Oh,
me and my cousins and my siblings and stuff. So
that's really cool. My
Yeah.
mom just found some Barbie doll and like small doll clothes from when
Okay.
she was like 3 that her grandma had made.
wow,
So
yeah.
they're like 60 years old.
I
and
really
they're,
am
like,
hoping, like, I think about that all the time, sewing on an old machine and being conscious of, like, I am a product-based business. So, like, I sell a product. And, like, coming from, like, a minimalist perspective, that doesn't always feel good, you know?
Right.
And I'm kind of
Yeah.
like, ugh, I'm just making more stuff. Like, what, you know? But I'm like, well, this is going to last a long time.
It's
and
the sustainability
it's sustainable,
factor.
yeah. And, like, you know, just the quality. It's like this one tank top might last you years opposed to 6 months or a year. And so, like, you can hold on to these things. I have things that I sewed 5 years ago that
Yeah.
I still wear, like, in my wardrobe. And but anyway, sewing on an old machine, I'm like, wow, who sewed on this before me? Like, what did they make? And now, like, what am I making? And hopefully my daughter will keep, I don't know, I get rid of everything. I'm terrible. But I'm like, hopefully she'll keep a couple things, her favorite things, and like in 60 years, it'll be really cool. Like,
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I love it. Okay, so we talked about your materials you like to work with, where you source, your playlist. Do you have creative hobbies outside of sewing? So I know we saw one this week on Instagram.
all of the crafty things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really just like to try everything. I actually just like bought a pocket knife and some wood blocks, and I'm like, I'm gonna whittle. You know, like in
nice.
what time? I don't know, but
Right.
I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't know, that looks cool. I'll try it, I guess.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know. Yeah.
I always explain it to people when they're like, "Oh, what do you make?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm really just into do-it-yourself culture, Like,
Right?
I like
Yeah.
seeing a project and being like,
Yeah,
how
and
can I make that? Or like,
Yeah.
how was that made? And
Yeah.
then just researching
Figuring
it
it
and
out.
with Pinterest, it's like,
oh my god, yeah.
and Google. I mean,
Yeah,
you
right.
can
I have the
everything.
internet. I have all the
Yeah.
access. Like, yeah. Sewing is definitely my main jam. Like, I've been focusing on that really heavy for 4 years now. I took a long break. I kind of got off on a tangent about when I got started, but I took a long break between like being a child and being an adult where I didn't sew, I didn't make anything. It wasn't cool, I didn't do that. And then after I had a daughter, I started sewing housewares because we had just bought our first home, and I'm like, I want to fill my house with cute stuff, and I'd make cutesy pillows and Pinterest stuff,
Yeah.
and like it was great, and that's really how I learned how to do stuff. I'm completely self-taught, and never taken a sewing class, never done anything like that. I always recommend YouTube. So, like if you don't know how to do something, look it up on YouTube
Yeah.
and somebody will show you how to do it.
Skillshare.
Yeah, for sure. There's so many resources out there that it's like you don't need to go to art school to be an artist. Like you don't need to take a class to learn how to do something. Like
Get yourself
and not everybody learns that way.
$100,000 in debt.
Yeah, and not everybody learns that way. Like I'm a very visual learner. I couldn't read. I tried once to take like a fashion design online course, and I was like, I don't know what any of
Online
this
more
classes are.
hands-on.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't
Especially in a
understand
creative
this.
field because you want to be with your hands. And
Yeah, you really
experience
need to
tangible.
try and do it yourself. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Well,
Oh, creative hobbies. I'm sorry.
you're good.
Like I said, I like to try and do everything. I like to try and do stuff. I have to sometimes I don't need to do everything because I like to. And as my business is growing and I've been more busy and doing markets and inventory and all that stuff, I have to sometimes tell myself like, no, Sam, you can pay this other artist to do this for you, and I don't have to make everything myself, because that's a big well, I can do that.
That was hard for me when I started Sister House because I thought that I'd be like, oh, well, I want to do ceramics.
Yeah.
But then I'm like,
That's
but
the one
when
thing
am
I haven't gotten
I'm like,
into.
when am I gonna, go
When am I
and
gonna use a
spend
kiln?
time? Yeah.
Like-
with the clay. And I'm
Maybe
like,
down the beach.
maybe I just support another artist. Same
Yes,
thing. I'm like,
that is
I want
what,
to make,
for sure.
this. And then I'm like, no, why don't I find someone
Yeah.
who does that really
These
well?
mugs, man. I was looking on Henderson's website, and I was like, I could take a pottery class.
Yeah.
And I was like, but the chances, what? I'm not gonna make this.
I know. My goal, you guys, sometime in the next 3 years, I'm trying to be realistic, is to make my own coffee
something.
drips.
Oh, yeah,
ceramic
yeah.
coffee drips.
Very cool.
But I'm just I don't know. I could probably make a pinch pot at this point.
Right, right. I'm like, I can make snakes.
But I'm a dreamer.
with
Yeah.
clay.
Yeah. I can
There
make
you
snakes
go.
and roll them up
Very
and pinch them
basic
together.
stuff, for sure.
That's so funny.
My mom commented, "Hi, Mom."
Hey, Mom.
Oh, cool. So people can comment. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
pops up
If you're on
sideways,
there and
that's
you
cool.
have, are we sideways when you're looking at us?
We probably are.
They're probably turning their heads right now.
Sorry, everyone's on their phone.
we'll
You
have
can
to
just
figure
tip your,
that out.
just tip your phone.
This is our first studio tour, so we're
We'll
figuring
get
it
there.
out.
We'll get there.
What are so I know some people are really into resetting with an unplugged day. Are you
Yeah.
on that wavelength?
I
Or do you like to be plugged
aspire
in?
to be on that
Okay.
wavelength. I aspire. I recently saw online that there's a setting on your phone that you can turn your phone black and white, and it's to combat phone addiction because our brains get so much stimulation from the bright colors and from the likes and from the notifications and everything. I had, like I said when you guys walked in, I don't have the Facebook app. I use Instagram. I use Facebook, but I have to go on my browser to get to it.
And
It's
it
really
makes it
difficult.
just
It's
that
harder.
one step harder.
It's a
Yeah, it
little
makes
bit
it so you're
harder.
not
It's
going
harder
on
to
there.
comment on stuff. It's harder to post things. And so I really try not to be on Facebook very much. I used to be really bad about it. But now I'm on Instagram, which is just as bad.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Really.
I know.
But-
Well, and there was a new one that came out recently. I still haven't.
Bureau.
I signed up for it, but I
I
haven't
didn't
played
use it.
with
There's a lot of controversy about the owner guy, I guess.
really?
So yeah.
ethics
Yeah,
kind of
Google
stuff.
that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I have not used it, but I think you have to like send an email to unsubscribe or to delete it or something.
Really?
Yeah, you like can't just go in and
Ugh.
delete your account. You have to like request.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Creepy
yeah.
as
There's a
hell.
lot. There's a lot of stuff.
Alright.
Anyway, so yeah, I aspire to be unplugged. I'd like to be better at it. I will go through phases where I'm really good and I'll turn off my phone and I leave it away, you know. I do try when I post a photo or post something on Instagram, I then do leave my phone. My phone's always on silent. I leave it somewhere else in my house and I'll go spend time with my kids. Like,
Yeah.
you know, even if I'm like, really quick, let me post this thing. It's a perfect time to post this.
Yeah.
And I share it and then I'm like, okay, well, now the phone's going to go upstairs and I'm going to walk away.
Yeah.
Because it's just, you get that constant, you know, notifications. Like, you
I
just
know. I
like,
had to turn them off.
Yeah. I just will leave my phone and not even check it and like check
I've gotten
it
in
later.
the habit of doing that at night when everybody's home. So then I'm like, there's nobody,
Right.
you know, everything
My
else can
family
wait.
is here.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So I know there's not
Exactly.
an emergency anywhere.
Right.
Okay, I'm here. I'm done.
Yeah.
Cool.
For sure.
Well, I love the studio. It's beautiful.
Thank
It's
you.
kind of magical in here.
Oh,
And I've always wondered because I get little snippets of, you know.
Yeah. It's a
your
very
house and
small
your photos.
space.
Here, we'll show
This
you
is
guys
just,
one more
I
time.
will show you guys around. This is just my, this is what our extra bedroom. It would be a guest bedroom. If,
It's so cute, and we're on the third floor,
Yeah,
right?
this is our third floor. I'll show you guys the balcony before we
Here.
walk down. But
My
the
gosh.
peek in the closet is where I keep all my inventory.
Guys, there's a closet. Oh my goodness. I'm wearing this top in black under my sweatshirt
that's
right
amazing.
now.
It's still available.
I made more. I know.
Yay!
That
Yeah.
color ran out was so sad.
So fun. And these are the necklaces. These are going up on
Those are
Etsy.
some of them. Yeah, I've got.
Beautiful.
Those are
These
some
are
of
gorgeous too.
Thank you. These are all made using scraps. So that was a big goal for this year as far as like sustainability goes, you know, to reduce my scraps. So that all 100%.
And I love this
Scrap.
because it reminds
The
me of
hand
Cantha.
quilting.
Yes.
Yeah, those
Are you gonna
hand
sell
stitched.
these,
I
or
just
have you?
a couple of them. I have a couple
so
more like
cute.
quilted tops that aren't finished yet. It was kind of like an in-between project. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I've got some quilt things hung up on the wall over there too. Little like
those are so
linen
fun.
air plant pocket things. Like anytime I get extra time, I kind
It
of
is beautiful in here, guys.
like to play around. This is for Evelyn.
Oh my gosh, this is so
I was
cute.
like, oh, I don't remember.
So my daughter is huge. This is totally gonna fit her though, because this is
Perfect.
probably like a 12-month, and
It's
she's
like a
8
12
months.
it's a
But
12
yeah,
week- yeah, till it's 18.
yep, that'll fit her. That is
that's,
so cute.
Vintage cotton that I sourced online.
Oh
from,
my
like, an Etsy
gosh.
seller, and then it's lined with.
You
Made in the
guys,
US.
okay. Well, you'll be seeing pictures of Avila in this, everybody. I'll leave your small hanger because it's so cute. Look at this tiny little hanger. Adorable. Oh my gosh, thank you.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
You are welcome.
Oh my
Alright, you guys
goodness.
should come take a
Okay.
look out at our. This was like the selling point of our house.
Okay, here, I'm gonna let you take it. Take over.
How do I flip them around? Here, can you hold that for me? Thank you. All right.
This is so cool up here.
There we go. All right. This was for sure because we do not have a yard. You know, coming from Michigan, we were like, what? Like, there's no grass. But this is our balcony.
Perfect.
Yeah, and it's, you know, it's we don't have it all decorated or anything, but yeah. So this is what we were like, oh, well, we don't have a yard, but like we can see the park, we can see the mountains, you know, you can see the strip through their house. Yeah, we're far away, but
in Vegas, yeah. You get to see like Vegas is surrounded. Well, the strip is surrounded by suburbs.
yes,
such a green
it's really
area
cool
over
driving in too, like driving down the main road and getting
Yes.
into like the neighborhood, or especially if you're traveling.
Yeah. So cool. And is this screen printing?
That is a heat press.
Oh.
It does, you know, it just kind of lives there because it's so big. It takes up so much space. I used to do vinyl, so I have a vinyl cutter. Yeah, and I do like heat press vinyl, like shirts and tote bags and stuff like that. I think it was last year, I did a Feminism is for Everybody campaign, and I made tote bags that were printed with that, and like 100% of the proceeds we donated.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah.
How did I miss that? That's super cool. Oh my gosh, I love
yeah.
it.
There you go.
Yay! Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I know there's 4 of you. Sam, thank you for the studio tour. Maya, thank you for coming. Yeah.
Thank
There it is back in there. It's beautiful. We're gonna go enjoy some snacks, I think. You guys saw the beautiful spread at the beginning of our video. And thank you for tuning in for the first Sister House Collective Maker Studio Tour. I'm gonna try to do another one next month. I will be reaching out to that artist that I've got in mind today. Okay, bye guys.